Hello there. I'm back unfortunately, and I want to tell you something quick. Yesterday while I was trying to sleep, between the insomnia shitstorm that is my brain, I found one thought that really made me say, that's right. Today I am going to torture you talking about spherical harmonics. Well, not really, because I have no clue of what uses do spherical harmonics have, except for one case, and that's what I'm going to talk about. The spherical harmonics Unity uses for ambient lighting. To start, let me explain how Unity samples the spherical harmonics. To do it, I brought my friend Suzanne to show the result, and my other friend's default sphere to show what factor is being sampled. First we will sample the first spherical harmonic. This one is the W value from the Unity_SH values. It's uniform, so that means that it keeps the same value during all the pixels on the screen. That's why it will be multiplied by 1. And that's how it looks on the Suzanne. If you are wondering, yes, this is the averaged ambient lighting. You don't even need to multiply anything, just construct a 3-channel color. Now to the next spherical harmonic. This one will use the 3 remaining channels of the SHA values as directions, so the factor will be the normal. To understand it, imagine if it was lit by 3 directional lights, so it could only emit 1 color channel each. Sum this value to the Suzanne and here you go. It looks better lit. Now we have 2 spherical harmonics left. Now we will use the next value, which has the same name but instead of A, it is B, and the factors will be the following. X multiplied by Y, Y multiplied by Z, Z multiplied by Z, and then Z multiplied by X. Then, just as before, construct a 3-channel color with the corresponding red, green, and blue values. Let's sum it on the Suzanne. Now the ambient lighting looks more pronounced. And finally we will sum the last spherical harmonic. The value now will be C instead of B. This one only needs the dot product of the X and Y factors by themselves, or basically X multiplied by X plus Y multiplied by Y. Multiply it by the value and there you go. You finished sampling the ambient lighting. To understand it on a different way, it's like an inverse Fourier transform, where first you have a constant value for the frequency 0, then you sum the next frequency multiplied by its intensity, and so on, then resulting on a detailed waveform, or in this case a gradient. Now with the explanation finished, let me show you some cool tricks you can do with ambient lighting. Starting with separating the averaged color with the gradients. Here's a code example on how to do it. Now for the first trick. Thanks, I have been practicing a lot. Now the next one, smoothing the lighting. It's very simple. If you followed my explanation on the shader lat structure you'll understand it. When you sum the averaged color and the ramp, multiply the ramp by a range property between 0 and 1. That's a good way to smooth the lighting, knowing how a lot of vrchat worlds have bad lighting setups. You could also just multiply the normal by the factor before putting it on the shade sh9 function. The next one is variable tune lighting. First you'll create a scalar variable for a new ramp, that will be the color with the biggest difference. Since the ramp also has negative values, you'll have to copy the following function on your code. This will get the maximum value for the positive part and the minimum for the negative part. Now multiply this ramp by 0.5 to make the lighting difference less intense. And after that, the magic trick. Instead of multiplying it, divide it by a range between 0.0001 and 1. That will make the gradient around 0 tighter. And also clamp the result between 0.5 and 1.5 to avoid it from exceeding the limit. And finally, multiply it to the averaged ambient light. A downside of this is that it won't work as PBR lighting since it's clamped and it doesn't use the necessary lighting values. Here you have the code for what you need to do. You can compress it into one line if you want, that's up to you. Also, if you don't want to vary the toon lighting, you can optimize the second line into what you see above. And I think that is all for this video. I just wanted you to know the most basic black magic you can do with ambient lighting and normal coordinates. And before finishing this video, I'd like you to know I'm also working on more videos for this channel, so don't think I have you abandoned. I just need to distribute my time for my other projects and IRL tasks. With that said, thank you for existing, and don't forget to remember,